Come on in and welcome to the Recoded Wealthy Woman with your host, Melissa Bates, an angelic plus galactic high-level channel, queen of money expansion. And on this podcast, we talk all things energy, money growth, spiritual expansion, manifestation, and simply elevating to fully live your life filled of so much love on every single level. And I, Melissa Bates, am damn excited to share my gifts with you to help you elevate deeper into your true soul desires. So once again, welcome on in, Queen. Hello, beautiful souls. Hello, 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 hello. And welcome back to the podcast, or welcome to the podcast. And today's episode is all about, obviously, human design and money messages. So, welcome to Human Design Money Messages Part 2. So, the reason I'm inspired to make these podcasts is because what I've noticed is people absolutely love and adore human design, and I feel like it's become somewhat of a cultural norm. You're like out and about talking, meeting new people, and you're like, oh, what's your human design? Oh, what's your human design? Oh, what's your human design? And I want to say this two ways, because I feel like, yes, we can easily, hear someone's human design and put them in a box, but we can also hear someone's human design and kind of understand them at a higher capacity, right? So there was a point in time when I would actually do readings for my clients and like understand their human design and just kind of who they are. And now, when they tell me their human design, I kind of have this beautiful basis of understanding them, but it's not to put them in a box at all. So for me, I am a beautiful divine projector, and projector 1-3, emotional, solar plex. Give you all the details. I also want to say it's funny because for some of you that know me, know I lived in South Korea for about 4.5 years, and something that's so normal for them is asking your blood type. So I just felt like when I gave you all my human design details, it was like giving out my blood type. But yes, so welcome to this beautiful podcast. We're going to talk all about each message. So this is what I like to say. Listen to them all. If you have the time, listen to them all, because I feel like every single message has something for you. And yes, those messages are directed at the certain human design, but maybe that certain design has a message for you that's going to spark something inside of you. So I always say, just listen to the whole beautiful divine podcast, because you're going to walk away with so much more rather than just going straight to your one design, because remember, we're multidimensional, and I feel like the more wisdom that you receive, especially higher vibration, it helps you. So if you are new to my podcast, I also want to let you know that I am a beautiful high level channel. And what that means is I literally connect to the most beautiful divine beings of light to also bring stellar, amazing wisdom into this world. And that's why my podcasts tend to run a little bit long, because we have a lot to say. But that's me in a little nutshell. And we're going to get this party started. But I want to say, if once again you're new to my podcast, I do speak light language. And light language is basically here to activate your soul at the highest capacity. It's here to help you heal at the highest capacity. And it's here to help you elevate, ascend, and all those things at the highest capacity. But you're like, Melissa, what is light language? I'm like, well, if you know what Reiki is, it is very similar to Reiki, but it's just the way that we set up is pretty different. And when it comes to light language, I am literally sending light into your beautiful divine body. And when we look at cellular DNA and we look at money, because this is all about money, if you have a lot of dormant DNA in your body, meaning also if you're carrying, ancestral, we'll call it baggage today. We're not going to call it trauma. We'll call it baggage. If you're carrying ancestral trauma, baggage, and that actually keeps your cellular DNA dormant. Dormant meaning not very active, not very light. Okay. When you look at money and the vibration of money and receiving money, money is a frequency, money is a vibration. I like to say it like this, make it super simple. If you are wanting to manifest $500 and the $500 is at a frequency of 20, but you're at a frequency of 10 because you have a lot of dormant DNA, and if you allow your dormant DNA to get turned on, you can hit that 20, right? So maybe you're at that 10, you're like, oh my God, I want that $500, I want that $500. And then you're manifesting, you're doing your healing work, you're maybe getting Reiki sessions, doing yoga, like whatever you decide to do to elevate your vibration. And then all of a sudden you get that $500, right? And that means you hit that frequency of 20. So I wanted to describe it like that because when we look at money, it's just a frequency, y'all. It is just a frequency. And the more that we understand frequency and vibration, the more that we can actually become these master manipulators, not manipulators, but that's what's coming through. It's just like a master, we'll call it a master redesigner of actually receiving the abundance that you truly desire. So let's go for another example. If you're like, oh my gosh, Melissa, I would love to have 5 beautiful clients come in this month, right? But right now, for 5 beautiful clients to come in, remember when clients are coming in, that is a vibration of money. If you are literally dormant from money and you're like, I don't deserve money, I can't have money, and you're just kind of blocking yourself in all the avenues, do you think those beautiful clients are going to come forth? Not necessarily. Maybe one will come, two will come, or maybe they'll come really slow. And I say this because a lot of times I feel like people are like, oh my God, what am I doing wrong in my business? Right? And I'm like, well, are you doing anything with money? Are you healing? Are you expanding? Are you manifesting? Are you doing anything with money? Because I like to joke with myself because I remember, when I started my business, when I entered the business world, it was very, very 3D. Like the 5D business models that we have going on now did not even exist when I was like getting in the biz. And I remember this beautiful soul, she came into my DMs, the old 3D model. She came into my DMs and she's like, hey, I'm a money mindset coach and I would love for you, I don't know what she said, but basically giving me her service and telling me that she would love to help me and support me. But over here, I was like, oh, no, thank you. I'm good. All I need is the business structure, the how to, and I'm solid. But what I noticed was when I got the how to, the business structure, nothing was moving. Until finally I was like, wait, who was that money manifestation? Who was that like money manifestation coach, money mindset coach? I need you. So the beautiful thing is, yes, I had the structure of my business. Yes, I was speaking my voice. Yes, I was creating content, but I didn't feel worthy of actually receiving money. And that was extremely blocking my actual clients coming in. So that's just a download for anyone that has a business that feels like their business is stagnant, they're not receiving the clients that they desire, and they're like starting to doubt what they can do. I'm like, no, your work is amazing. Your work is very valuable. It's a massive service, massive, and it's worthy and deserving of massive compensation. Like, and if you've heard that before, it's because Amanda Francis. I've had multiple money mentors in my life, let me tell you that. So that's like one I always kind of remember. I butchered it, but you get the point. Anyways, going back to the beginning of my journey, the big thing that really shifted for me and receiving clients and money in my business was actually doing money work. So I am so honored to bring these beautiful money messages to you because obviously I know if you're listening to it, you want some beautiful money coming in, you want more money coming in, you want a higher level flow, and there's nothing wrong with that because money is abundant. There is a never ending amount of money. Like one of the biggest things, especially as beautiful divine light beings that we are, it's like, oh my gosh, how could I ask for that much money when people are starving? But it's like, did you realize that if you ask for all that money to come in, you could literally go feed like one of the beautiful charity banks or for Thanksgiving or Christmas or other beautiful holidays? Like you could actually provide for people. We forget that part. We just think we're taking away rather than understanding and acknowledging what we can actually do when we have all the freaking money, right? So take a deep breath in. We're going to start these money messages, and we are going to start with the projector. As you know, I'm a projector, but that's just the first one that comes in. So, also, when you're receiving your money message, I want you to know that this is a multidimensional money message. You're obviously going to receive it with your human. And I want you to set the intention right now. I'm going to receive this with my heart and my soul. Okay? Because these money messages are also here to do activated work within your body. I like to call these quantum human design money messages. Okay. Okay, so projector. Projectors come forward, calling you to the stage. So obviously we know our projectors, we're massive, powerful, juicy, delicious guides, right? We're here to really bring these beautiful high-level concepts down and lead generations and generations and generations of beautiful divine beings deeper into their work, deeper into their magnetism, deeper into their genius, right? But for a projector, it's important for us to know that we are geniuses. And the more that we understand that, we're going to actually be able to share our craft at a higher capacity, right? So, once again, you are going to get the money message, but each beautiful human design is going to have another channeled message for you as well. And that's why I was like, receive it all, my loves. So, right now, as a projector, you are being called into your genius. As a projector, you probably have multiple geniuses. We know this. As me, I always felt, how can I have a niche? Like, it just felt so wrong. I was like, I want to get the fuck out of the box. I'm done being in a box, y'all. No, it's like growing up, I'm African American. That was already putting me in a fucking box. I'm like, oh no, we're not. I'm African American and woman and a female and woman and queen. But it was like that. Literally, I grew up in a fucking box, right? And, going into like your social class and all the things, and oh, let's get out of the fucking boxes, yeah? So, as a projector, your genius does not have to be one thing. So, I'm a projector, we know this. My genius is money. My genius is abundance. My genius is manifestation. My genius is light language. My genius is coaching. My genius is leading people into their fucking greatness, right? But if I only had to choose one of those, that would suck. And the way that I coach, it's very well rounded. So I get to bring all of my fucking genius in. So if you're a projector right now trying to pick one genius, don't do it. Don't do it. This is what I'm going to say. If you're like, you know what, Melissa, I have a lot of geniuses, but I really want to master this one, go for it. But if you already know that you have mastered 3 and society's telling you to pick one, but you love all 3, then make it work. And I want to tell you this too, there are seasons. So sometimes there are seasons where I'm talking more about light language. I'm bringing my beautiful light language queens and kings in. We're activating them. We're building their spiritual businesses, right? There are seasons of abundance and manifestation and money. There's seasons where I'm running beautiful master classes, right? So it's allowing us to be so deeply in tune with our community and collective and just really be in the genius of the season. So what's your genius right now? What's your season of genius? We'll call it that, right? And the reason I'm starting off right with that is because this is so deeply linked to your money. Your genius is linked to your money. And for those of you that know me, for those of you that are new, when I first brought my genius of light language in my business, it took my business from $500 a month to like 4 figures, which was insane. I was like, wait, what? I can make four figures having fun in my business. And then I took that to 4 figures, 5 figures, 6 figures. And I didn't think that was possible. But the reason I was able to access that is because I started to ground into my genius, what I love doing, what I love talking about. Even when money felt uncomfortable and I was like, should I talk about this? But I was like, oh, there's something to it. I was like, yeah, we're going to talk about this. And look where I am now. Still talking about money, still freaking loving it, helping so many people expand their money and have higher vibrational, abundant, badass lives. So, yeah, I'm pretty fucking happy that I decided to continue talking about it. So, once again, projector, find your genius because that is so linked to your juicy, delicious money. Now, we're going to read the message. So, my projector, you are more powerful than you know, and you are here to create and seek out new abundant timelines, not only for yourself, but others as well. Allow yourself to anchor into new abundant timelines through powerful vibrational work and manifestation to access a new level of money in 2023 and beyond. So let's depict this message. Basically, my beautiful projectors, we're calling you fucking forward. We're calling you to remind yourself that you are a guide. And first and foremost, you're a guide to others, yes, but you are a guide to the collective shift. So if you know that you can access and create amazing timelines and you're guiding people, when you create those massive, juicy, delicious timelines for yourself, then you bring your crew. You bring your collective, you bring your community with you. So for me, I am a projector. We already know this. I have established a beautiful, expansive version of my life and my business. What am I doing now? I'm bringing my crew forward. I'm calling y'all up to the stage. I'm like, let's walk this walk, right? But the only reason I'm here is because I allowed my genius to fully come forward. And I didn't wait until my genius was mastered. I started getting out there with the beautiful wisdom that I knew. So I don't want you to feel like you have to wait until you master everything, because there's always something that you can help. There's always someone that you can help at every single level, right? I'm like, should I just should I just make a whole projector podcast? Uh, but and then the next thing I want to say when it comes to vibrational work, and this message is for everyone. If you are not doing vibrational work right now, you are missing out on the fundamental, quick, beautiful, divine shifts. Okay, it's not the quick fix. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the true creator that we are. We came here to collapse time. We came here to quantum leap. We came here to create and, you know, access new realities, right? That are already forming within the new earth. The way you do that is through manifestation, is through getting into really high vibrational environments, into really healing and releasing and letting go. So when I say healing and releasing and letting go, if you have established a timeline right now, and once again, this is for everyone, if you have established a timeline right now that is only predicting that you, and we'll look at business, y'all, because I know a lot of you have your businesses, that you cannot have a successful business. When you start doing the vibrational work, that's all going to shift, because you're going to be able to start clearing those habits, patterns, thoughts, subconscious mind, memories, all the things, so that you can actually start accessing the new world, the new timelines in that space. Sometimes I get like, I have so much to say, and I'm just like, Melissa, take a breather. Okay, take a breath. They're all here. So when it comes to creating new, abundant, high vibrational timelines, it's important for you to really know that you already have access to them. The work that you do with manifesting, and even if you're, you do it with light language, you do it with Reiki, you do it with theta healing, you do it with tapping, like there's so much. There's so much. You do it through journaling, do it through healing, like quantum healing. There's so much. There's so many avenues, but I'm going to tell you the ones that worked for me at the highest capacity. So what really changed my life, changed my trajectory, was manifestation. Like, manifestation lit my world up. It's crazy, because before I thought manifestation was complete BS, until I was like, oh shit, manifestation is the shit. And it's because manifestation was placed on earth by God Source Divine to actually remember that we can create worlds and realities, right? So what I did was I created a whole new universe for myself. And I did that by elevating my current universe. Because you stay in your current universe, right? But you're just elevating your whole ass universe, meaning there's things from your universe that are falling away. You're calling new things in your universe, and your universe is getting nice. It's kind of like you go to the car dealership, and you have your 20, we'll call it a 2009, and you're like, okay, I am ready for the 2023. That is exactly what I did. So everything that I was experiencing in 2009 was like, all right, we're good. We're done with you. I love you so much, but I'm going to upgrade to the 2023 model universe because that universe is fucking abundant and that's what I desire, right? So that's what it kind of looks like when you upgrade your universe. And manifestation is manifestation and light language together was like the perfect secret sauce for me. It was massive. And then obviously I had the most amazing mentors that helped me do this too. And my amazing mentors still worked deeply in manifestation. They weren't really doing light language necessarily. One of them was, but well, my current mentor now does light language, so I'm all about that. But in the beginning, it was just more, so I was doing light language on myself, and I was, doing manifestation, and I had my beautiful mentors to support me, and their vibrations were lit. So me being in their world naturally already made my universe so much more expansive. And I will tell you this, I had been working on breaking the 5 figures for over 6 freaking months, right? And I was like, come on, Melissa, you got this, you got this. And the what shifted was I invested in a mentor. And even before we started the program, I hit 5 figures that month because since I invested in her and she already resides in a universe that is wildly expansive, since she is now mentoring me, my universe is getting a whole ass upgrade just because I'm working with her. And before I even started working with her, I hit my 6 figure. I hit my 5 figures. Excuse me. I hit my 5 figures, but working with her, I actually hit my 6 figures. So the reason I'm saying that is because there are so many ways that you can actually elevate and grow your beautiful divine universe. This might have to be a 2-part. This might have to be a 2-part podcast because I'm only on projector. We're already 22 minutes in. Take a deep breath in. So, to wrap up my projector queens and kings is find your genius and start doing powerful manifestation vibrational work and do whatever connects with you. Even if it's like, I love writing affirmations in my journal, or I love going into high level environments. Maybe you're looking for that mentor to invest in. Just do what you got to do. Also, if you are new to me and you're hearing me making noises in the background, that's a form of light language. And what I'm doing with that is I'm just raising the frequency. So everyone, like I said before, everyone that is listening to this podcast right now is literally raising frequency and vibration. So, it's like your universe just went to the gas station and I'm filling it up with all the light right now. Meaning, and this is such a good example. I love the examples that my team gives me. They are wild and amazing. But it's like, one, I filled up your tank. I'm filling your tank up with pure light, right? So you're probably going to be completely lit after this podcast. You're like, oh my God, life is amazing. Let's go, right? But remember, gas runs out. So if you're not continuously doing the work, you're going to hit empty again. So that's why with this work, you want to make sure that you're always filling up that beautiful light quota within your body to keep you at a higher vibration, especially if you right now don't feel like the opportunities that you desire are here for you, or you're having trouble receiving them. Filling up your quote unquote light tank, we'll call it a light tank, filling up your light tank with light is going to help you keep going. And it's like making sure it's full. You don't want to be running on like fourth a quarter tank. You want to be running on full because you are worthy of that light quota, honey. Okay. Oh, I love this. All right, next is my beautiful manifester. So, oh, I love saying that. Manifester. You are a beautiful, divine, immaculate creator. So, my beautiful manifester. Message for you. We're actually going to read your money message first. That's what it feels like. So, play and play some more. Allow yourself to go full inner child vibe as you anchor into the new year to spark a new creative project, job, offer, which will lead you to tremendous overflowing financial abundance and flow. Your creativity is being called to unlock to access new levels of money flow. So, let's go back to that, what I called you. Remember, I called you a creator. What is the inner child so freaking good at? The inner child is so freaking good at creation. So, a lot of times we forget that our inner child is actually here on this journey with us. You know, we ignore the inner child, but it's time to actually play with the inner child and have fun with the inner child. And yes, the inner child has come with some healing and maybe some baggage, but it's okay. We still get to love on her or him, right? Or them or they, however you choose to see your beautiful inner child. So, just filling up that light tank. So, we want to say this. Inner children are getting a bad rap right now. It's like, oh, my fucking inner child. And I'm gonna be completely honest. There were times when I would get really angry at my inner child. I'm like, what are you doing now, inner child? Seriously. But it's the same thing, just like the ego gets a bad rep. The inner child has magic for us. The inner child is here to lead us. The inner child is here to help us shift. The inner child is here to help us see where we are playing small, right? So it's even inviting you to look at your inner child in a different way. Inner child, what medicine do you have for me today? You know, maybe you are on that line of not really feeling worthy or deserving, or maybe you feel like people are gonna abandon you, or obviously this we all have our inner children stories. So it's like, inner child, what is the gift that you are trying to give me through this? Even looking back on the experiences that we had as children, like, what was the lesson in that? What was the gift in that? And just being so kind and gentle to that beautiful inner child for whatever that inner child went through, you know? So when we look at our inner child, and my inner child loves to play, and I have to say, lately we haven't done as much play. We did some dancing today, we do things together, but I feel like we definitely could do some more, and it's the little things. Like today, I was doing a live on Instagram, and I put on my Dumbo ring, and literally I felt like my inner child gets so happy. She was like, yes. And it's because that ring was like me and my sister in Tokyo playing and just having fun and like living our best life. So that ring comes with like beautiful memories. So when I put it on, it was just like ease and flow and play, right? So what does your inner child have to offer you, my beautiful manifester? What gift does your inner child have to offer you right now? How does your inner child open the doors for you to create? And if you don't even want to go down that road right now, I just want you to play with your inner child. Just have fun. Do something that your inner child love to do, because when you start doing more of that, it's going to spark these massive moments of creation, or programs you're bringing, or maybe new opportunities you want to seek, or maybe even new love coming in, right? Right? Or maybe it's even just like that desired play within a relationship that you have now. Play in a relationship is very important. I think so. I know so. My manifester. You're bold. You're fucking badass. You can get shit done real quick. But I want you to know that you get to relax and take a moment and play and have fun and do something that lights you up, that excites you, that brings that inner child smile back, that brings that giddiness back. Like, bring it, get it. You got this. Okay? So that is my beautiful message for my manifestors. So before we go into our next beautiful human design, which is a generator, we're going to take a little beautiful break because there have been a lot of codes coming through. So I want you to do a little check-in. And maybe your check-in is drinking water like I am right now. So you're going to hear me guzzle some water. Because I get thirsty when I'm recording podcasts. Whew. Plus the energy and channeling, all the things. I love it. But I do get thirsty. Okay. So in this break right now, what's coming up for you? You know, obviously I haven't read your design. Maybe I haven't read your design yet. Maybe I already have. But like, what's coming up for you? What are these beautiful ideas that are coming down? What are your thoughts right now? Because also, when you are sitting with a beautiful channel like myself, it's a multidimensional podcast. So how do I say this? I'm like, team, how do I say this? Like, your team brings you to these beautiful podcasts to get you into a higher vibration, to also do work on you. So you might be listening to a podcast and then all of a sudden something's coming up and you're like, why is this coming up? And it's coming up for a reason. Like anything and everything that you experience while you're listening to this podcast is literally for a reason. 100%. Like it is for the biggest freaking reason. So let's play some more. I just wanted to take that little break to say that. Take a deep breath in, my love. Isn't it fun to play an expansion? Isn't it like, okay, come on in. I got you. Let's go. Come on in, money. Let's play some more. Filling up that light tank. Filling up that light tank. Filling up that light tank. Yeah. Okay. This is also why I love the podcast, because I get to be silly. So, my beautiful generator, we are going to read the message. Embrace you. Embrace all of you. And allow yourself to be supported as you anchor into the new year of abundance. Release the do it all yourself zone and learn to lean on all of the support that you have come into this world with as an empowered soul. How can you receive support or help today? So first we want to look at the support on a quantum level. How can you sit with your team, your angels, your higher self, your soul, your inner child, your ego, spiritual team of 100% love, light, and above, God, source, divine Mother Sophia, whoever you work with and co-create. Maybe you're in the beginning of your journey and you're like, I don't even know who I co-create with. Ask for your angels. Ask for your angels, ask your soul, ask your higher self to come forward and play. Even the ancestors of the light are here for us to, help, be helped and supported. So if you're not asking for universal support, then I invite you. That's the first thing I want to do, is I want to invite you to start asking for universal support. So in my my last call with my money collective, which is Money Creatrix, we talked all about support. And we talked about writing beautiful support letters to our quantum teams, to the universe, so that we could really have this big foundation of support. Because, my generator and everyone in this world, a lot of times we like to put all the work on top of us. And when we're doing that, we're taking away from our charm. We're taking away from our magnetism. We're becoming exhausted. We're becoming bitter. We're becoming, stubborn. We're becoming just like in lack. We're becoming in a place that doesn't feel good. That's not our infinite truth. So the more that we actually volunteer and ask for support, the more we can come back to our infinite truth. And what you can ask for in support is crazy. I want to give you this example because it's popping in my mind right now. I remember I was in, and I've had many beautiful examples, but I remember I was in San Diego, and this is when I've always asked for support, but I think this was around the time where I started anchoring to even more support. I started just asking for like everything. So I was looking for an Airbnb, and I was literally like probably like I was going to sleep, and the next day I had to check out in the morning. I didn't have anywhere to stay yet. And I was like, I couldn't find anything that I desired. Yes, I am a little picky, but I couldn't find anything that I desired. There's nothing wrong with being picky. I just like my taste. So I couldn't find anything I desired that just looked good and nice and clean and like luxurious and a vibe. So I got really frustrated and I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a bath and I'm just going to put this down for a little bit. And then I said, angels, find me a place. I need you to find me a place, angels. Angels, find me a place, please. Thank you. So usually when I'm on Airbnb, I don't scroll past like page 3 or 4, but like they had me going deep. Like after the bath, when I was in a relaxed state and I was calm, and then I literally found this place last minute, and I ended up staying at that place for probably over 3 to 4 months, not all within the same time, a little bit longer than that actually. But that was like my spot. That literally was like my spot, and they had multiple locations. So like that place was like literally a God-given find. It was crazy. But like I know probably if I didn't get to that point and I didn't ask for that universal support in that moment, maybe I would have just chose something else, or maybe I would have just went and stayed at a hotel. But like that's not what I wanted. So that's another example of like we don't just have to, ask for the normal things that we ask for. We can ask for a lot of things. So it's like, well, what do you need support on right now? Maybe you actually need support on healing, right? And it's like, okay, well, I have to see a healer. I have to find a healer. I have to find a book. But it's like, well, what about your angels? What about asking them to help you heal? What about asking your team to help you heal? Like when you're going to see healers, your teams are there co-creating with them. So you can get so much out of connecting and starting to bond with your team as well. It's so powerful. So take a deep breath in, everyone. So back to my generator. And this message right now is for the masses. So generators listen and everyone else listen as well. You are a multidimensional being. And if you are not allowing yourself access to your quantum field, it's kind of like, how can I say this? They're saying it's kind of like, so maybe there's a really big department store, okay? And you have like a $20,000 credit card, but yet never, okay, let's go higher. They're like, you have $100,000 credit card, but you never go in. You never buy anything. You just allow that credit card to sit in your wallet, right? That's the same thing. But the thing is, our support with our quantum team and our quantum field, it's unlimited. It's completely unlimited. So it's like, are you going to allow yourself to start using that support? And if this is something that you want to dive deeper into, like understanding the quantum field and things of that sort, I definitely recommend, if you're listening to this in real time, December 18th to December 28th, I'm going to be having a 2-part masterclass. It's called Create an Abundant 2023. And we're going to be talking a lot about just like being a multidimensional being of light on this earth, learning how to work with your timelines, learning how to co-create with your teams, learning how to understand your connection with your team. We're going to be talking about that as well. So if this is something more that you want to dive into, I definitely recommend jumping into that beautiful container. And if you're listening to this after the fact, it'll also be up on my beautiful website, so you can still purchase the masterclass to dive deeper into it if you're like, okay, Melissa, I have really no idea about this. And I want to tell you, we were all there. We were all there because I remember, when I started this, I was like, I started working with like angel oracle cards. My sister bought me like an how to connect with angel book, and then, other people like mentors and friends and healers came into my life, and I learned a whole lot more. But I want to let you know that it's okay if you're at the beginning. It's okay if you're in the middle. It's okay if you're like, I think I'm pretty advanced, but I need some more, in this information. Wherever you are, the best thing to do is just receive the guidance and wisdom so that you can elevate, expand, and grow at a high capacity. So once again, they're like, we got to go back to this example. when you're not using your support of your beautiful, team in the quantum, it's literally like having that $100,000 credit card and you are just not going in that store at all. They're like, come spend some money with us. Come spend some time with us. Come get to know us. Come understand us. Come so that we can help you co-create. Because I want you to remember that on this earth, we are here in deep co-creation with God, source, universe, angels, higher self, soul, inner child, ego, body. I can keep going, y'all, but I'm not gonna. So just really know that you're fully supported. You're here to bring this beautiful wisdom in through your divine being of light, and it's okay to have support. Bottom line, it's okay to have support. And I want to tell you that one of my biggest journeys was being okay with having support. I remember when I was just like down on my luck and I was just this strong person and I was like, I'm not going to let anybody know what I'm going through. Oh my gosh. But then that didn't work out. So people started offering support and it felt so icky. But I was like, Melissa, who are you to block their giving? Like they're literally trying to help you. And that's beautiful. There's nothing wrong with receiving support at all. It's absolutely beautiful. And one of my biggest lessons was if someone's giving to me and vice versa, if I'm trying to give to someone and they're not receiving, they're blocking my giving. And same thing, if someone is trying to give to me and I'm saying no, I'm literally blocking their giving and I'm blocking my receiving. And I was like, oh, I will not be a part of this anymore. I will lovingly receive as they lovingly give. And I remember when I first got to Bali about a month ago, I was trying to give the beautiful female a tip because my luggage to the room, but she kept saying no, 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 no. And I was like, okay. And I just had to, I saw her in that space and I was like, okay, thank you so much. Thank you. But I get it. Sometimes we're not equipped to receive. I remember it was my birthday weekend this year in Santa Barbara and I was with my girls and we stayed at this beautiful hotel. So when I was done, I was like, I took out money so that I could go tip like everyone that helped me. Like the beautiful souls that like took our cars. I was looking for an ATM. I couldn't find an ATM. So this other beautiful man like literally took out his wallet and like helped me break my 100 because I wanted to tip people. And I ended up tipping him a 20. And he was like, oh no. But like I could tell in his eyes, he was like, oh my God, I want to take that. And I looked at him with like the most love in my heart and I said, take it. And he took it. But it's like, I get it because I was that person. I would not allow myself to receive when someone was literally shoving things in my face, you know? Okay. Sidetrack, but not. Okay. More light in your gas tank, in your light tank. All right. How are we doing? Let's do a little check-in. Are you feeling hype? Are you feeling amazing? Are you feeling lit up? Or you're like, damn, life is good. I hope you are. I hope you feel like that because you know what? Life is fucking good. Life is as good as we allow it to be. So, and I'm so happy to say that as I introduce my manifesting generators because y'all are the shit. I want to say that right here. Y'all are amazing. Okay. If you're a manifesting generator, I'm looking for an assistant. So, take a deep breath in. Take a beautiful deep breath in. Take a powerful deep breath in. Take another powerful deep breath in. My manifesting generators, I love you. I can't read this message yet. I love you because you help me. You help me so much because yes, I'm here to guide so many people, but I am really here to fucking guide my manifesting generators. Y'all rock my shit. Because the way that you can receive concepts, take them in, process them, and get out there and do the damn thing. Projectors are a little bit slower, right? And I say this because projectors need you. Projectors need you to literally receive the high level wisdom that we bring down so that you can take it in and you can repackage it in your beautiful way with your soul connection, and then you birth this into the world, right? That is why there's not as many projectors. There are a lot of us, trust. There are a lot of us, but there's more manifesting generators and there's more generators in the world. I haven't got to the reflectors, but y'all, the reflectors are rare. But my manifesting generator, this is what I want to say for you right now. If you are in a coaching package, if you are with a mentor, if you are reading books, if you feel inspired and you're like, well, I can't just do the same thing. I'm like, yes, you can't, because you're meant to do it. You're meant to take this beautiful wisdom and package it up in your most beautiful divine way and get it out into the world. That is you. You are like a powerful, juicy, delicious, amazing machine, right? And the more that you acknowledge that, the more that you're going to allow yourself to feel so safe in your genius. Yes, you're going to download information and yes, you're going to put your spin on it. But it's important because I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, she's already doing that. I can't do that. I literally say, I have so many people that literally learn from me, and they're here to go out and do light language, teach light language. They're here to learn money. They're here to teach money. And I always say, if you come into my programs and there's anything that you are connected with that inspires you to create, then go out there and create. Obviously, I'm not saying, copy my stuff word to word, because let's not do that, y'all. But if you feel inspired to go out there and create another money collective, then get out there and create another money collective. I'm not the only one that's supposed to do this. I need y'all to help me spread this beautiful wisdom that flows through me in this world, right? So I just wanted to kind of clear that up, because I feel like there's so many beautiful, and this is for everyone. I feel like there's so many beautiful people that feel like, oh, this person's doing this person's doing this person's doing this person's doing this. I can't. I'm like, if I felt that way, then I probably wouldn't have started coaching, because we know there's a million coaches out there. I probably wouldn't be talking about human design, because we know there are a million people doing human design. I probably wouldn't be doing light language, because we know there's already people doing light language, right? But the thing is, no one's doing light language like me. No one's speaking about human design like me. No one's speaking about manifestation like me, right? Because I am the only fucking Melissa Bates on this motherfucking planet. Well, actually, I met another Melissa Bates, but I'm the only Melissa B. Bates. How about that? Well, maybe there's another Melissa B. Bates, but whatever. My soul, y'all get it. My soul is my soul, and no one will ever be able to recreate what I do, because it's unique to me. And it's the same thing for you. Whatever you create is so unique to you. And this is the thing. There are going to be some people that love the way I do light language, the way I teach light language, the way I show up and teach money. There's going to be some people that are like, what is she talking about? And that's why we need more coaches, because I am not for everyone. You're not for everyone. And the more that we understand and know that, it's opening up the market to go, wow, there is so much room for me. There's so much room for me. Once again, there's so much room for all of us, but we have to allow that to be. So, let's read the message, my manifesting generators. Before we read the message, let's all take a sip of water. If you have water around you, it's important to activate these codes that you're receiving. And if you don't know what a code is like, you can think of it as like you can think of it in any way that you want. It could be a star, it could be like a sphere, whatever you want. It's like a beautiful sphere, a droplet of water going into your DNA, and it's carrying information, it's carrying wisdom, it's carrying, high, like, multidimensional fractals of light that are carrying um, like source information. So when you're receiving this, you're receiving these codes, and in order to help these codes activate and expand, it's important to hydrate yourself. It's important to move your body. It's important to, yeah, when you really create that space, you allow yourself to raise your vibration, and your light quota, your light tank will stay lit longer, you know? So that's a little something something. So if you haven't drank water, get your water, my loves. And the beautiful thing about a podcast is that you can, well, one, you can probably get up and move around if you're listening to your phone, and you can pause it and come back. So let's read it. Manifesting generator. Flow into the pleasure that has been calling you in all avenues of your life with ease. Take off the shackles of always having to do and sit in the slow embrace of pleasure, desire, and simply having your needs met on a financial level with ease. You are here to redefine the way the world makes and receives money. Take your time. More play and pleasure equals a higher level ease and flow of money for you. So, for my manifesting generators, how I want to close this is allow yourself the space, because also as a manifesting generator, you are a nice little producer machine. So, also give yourself the space to slow down. Get outside, get in nature, take some powerful, juicy, delicious walks, relax, you know, and like I said, all of this information is coming down for everyone, but take a projector day. A projector day is like work a little bit and then rest a lot of bit, right? And I want to give a shout out to my beautiful friend Emily Mearns. I know some of you know her, but she is so good at being a projector. She's like so freaking good at being a projector. I'm like, damn, you got it down. She's like, okay, love you, taking a nap, bye. She's so good at being a projector. And I go in and out of it. I go in and out of it because my sweet little soul, my sweet little soul is more aligned to the energy of a manifesting generator. So that's why people are always like, and I also have I'm more of an energetic projector. There are people that are just like projector. I'm like an energetic projector. So I have a little bit more energy, but there's a fine line where I can go against my grain. So same thing with manifesting generators in all types. It's you allowing yourself, because it's and this is the thing, I want to talk about human design. Like in the beginning, I said, don't put yourself in a box, but when it comes to details of how you take care of yourself, like human design is on point. When I rest and recharge myself and don't work like myself crazy like I used to do, life is so much better. Life is so much better. So, if maybe you're even new to human design, I would literally take the time to understand like your rest cycle, your money cycle with human design as well. And which, if you want to know more about your money cycle, stay to the end because I have a little surprise. um, but yeah, your rest cycle, your money cycle, and then let me see. Yeah, I feel like those are the two that are really coming up the most. Take a deep breath in. Oh my gosh, we're at the last one. My beautiful reflectors. But before we go into the reflector, I feel like it's perfect timing because I want to take a moment to reflect. I want to take a moment to reflect on how amazing you are. And you're like, Melissa, you don't know me, but I do know you. Because I know that any type of beautiful soul that finds me is a legendary soul, is an immaculate soul, is a freaking chosen soul to be on this earth. So I do know you. You're powerful. You're amazing. You're expansive. You're a badass king, queen, right? And I want to reflect that back to you. Because our reflectors, there are not very many. Sometimes we need to be our own reflectors. Sometimes we need to reflect back how amazing we are, how powerful we are, how successful we've been in our lifetime, no matter what. How cool we are at our jobs, our careers, our businesses, how amazing our offers are, how badass our freaking clients are, right? Let's take a moment to reflect back to ourselves. How super cool we are. Oh my gosh. Beautiful reflectors. Thank you for the service that you give us in the world. I actually know one reflector personally. I might know more. If you are a reflector and I know you, I am sorry. But the reflector that I've been interactive with more lately, um, just one. It's very interesting. I remember when I first met her in Bali, I was just very curious to sit with her because I had never really sat with a reflector. And it was just like, it was really cool. I mean, it was really cool. It was like a projector and reflector just like literally quantum floating in a cafe. We were so lit by the time our like 4 hour conversation was done. We both just needed to sleep because we were just activating each other, and it was powerful. It was juicy. It was amazing. But yeah, I had never really sat with the reflectors, so thank you. And if you don't listen to this podcast, thanking your soul. Um, but I want to say that because the way that a reflector can present back to you is so divinely immaculate. If you haven't had, and this is what I want to say also, because there's obviously people that are in their human design that are like not in their human design. And there are people that are in their human design that are like doing the work and really reflecting back the purity. And she is deeply doing the work and she really reflects back the purity of who she is. So when you sit and chat with her, it's just like, wow, like you just, it's just like, it was so beautiful. It was profound. I want to say that. So the reason I'm saying this and I'm boasting on beautiful reflectors is because your place in this world is, it's beautiful. And like that's the word that comes to me. You see beyond what a lot of people see. You the way you can depict concepts and analyze things is beyond what a lot of people can do. And when you are in a beautiful healed state, in a conscious mind, you are such a gift to the other person. And the reason I'm saying that is because we definitely need more reflectors as coaches. We need reflectors to really show and shine in this industry. And if you're not a coach, that's totally fine. But I work with a lot of coaches and business owners and spiritual, beautiful beings of light. So this is kind of what my podcast is geared to as well. But for some reason, it's just like really highlighting that you are you're a God-given to the coaching industry. You're God-giving to the healing industry. You're God-giving to transformation and expansion and manifestation and anything that allows us to grow in a way that we desire. And once again, if you're a reflector and you have a job outside of those norms, I'm not saying anything's wrong with that. I'm just, pinpointing the beautiful souls that are kind of in the same industry that I'm in. So, when it comes to a reflector and money, especially money, it's so important for you to not take on other people's money stories because you also can do that. Because sometimes they reflect back to you so much that it's easy to take that in. So, as a reflector, even if it's not with money, it's important to really understand the precision of staying within your own infinite, sovereign column of light or your own sovereign energy. so that you can kind of reflect back what's your truth to yourself in that space. So I'm going to read your beautiful message, but before I read it, I want you to know that there's so much beautiful money for everyone out there. There's so much beautiful money for everyone out there. But when reflectors are really in their zone of genius and they're out to help the world, holy sheep balls, there is so much money out there for you. And once again, if you're not a coach in this industry, I'm not knocking you. There's still beautiful money out there for you too. But this is just the beautiful souls that I usually rotate around. So embrace change and flow at the same time. It's time to initiate yourself into a deeper level of play to activate your money in the new year. As you explore new avenues of fun and play, your abundance plus money flow will naturally activate and expand your ability to receive money on a mind, body, and soul level. So that was very straightforward. But this is a collective message for the reflectors and everyone. When you make it your intention, you set your intention to actually expand your ability to receive on a mind, body, and soul level, your money is going to get so much more juicy. Because in the 3D world that obviously still exists, money is made. Money is made. I have to go make money. I have to make money. I have to make money. But money is actually called in. So when we look at the frequency and vibration of your mind, body, and soul as a unit, your vibration, when you are in alignment, your vibration is so much stronger. So it means you're going to align to money at a lot faster. You're going to align to money so much faster when you are in alignment on a mind, body, and soul level. What this looks like is really one understanding your connection with money, your relationship with money, your bond with money, your alignment with money, what you actually want to experience with money. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but the foundation is understanding that when we're calling in money, excuse me, my team wants to say something. My throat always gets a little cuckoo when my team wants to say something. Yeah, when you're calling in the foundation of money, you're calling it in from a vibrational level. And if you're listening to this podcast, you're probably a person that wants to create a new earth, wants to get down with the new earth, wants to live on high level, juicy, delicious timelines. And this is the frequency of money in the new earth. The frequency of money in the new earth is vibration and frequency and calling it in. When we're creating a new earth, it's important for us to already start anchoring into these concepts, even as we form it as well. So for those of you listening to this beautiful, delicious podcast, all of you I know are powerful, divine beings of light, and you're here to help me create the new earth. Whoop, whoop. So we don't make money. We call in money. We call in money on a mind, body, and soul level. We connect to money. We sit with money. We talk with money. We vibe with money. We understand money. We actually create a beautiful, deep bond with money. So that's the power of understanding this new level of deeper connection with money and actually calling it in and calling in the amounts that you desire. So now I'm going to tell you my little secret. Are you ready? 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 So the secret is on January 10th, 2023, I am hosting a human design money expansion masterclass. So this beautiful, powerful masterclass is going to be 2 hours, and we're going to go so deep into understanding your design, how to call in money, how to access money, and even how to do healing with your powerful design. So the biggest thing about this beautiful human design class is it's going to teach you a deep level of alignment to money on a mind, body, and soul level. It's going to really help you understand the concept of frequency and vibration and calling in money for your own particular human design. So we're going to be going through the first part, we're going to be going through really understanding money and the connection to human design, calling it in, accessing it, and really setting that foundation. And then we're going to go into each human design individually for your own kind of fine tuning steps to access more money with your human design. And then what I want to say is this masterclass is 100% perfect for you if you're like, I just want to know my design and I want to call in more money. Perfect. If you do human design by trade, this class is perfect for you because it's going to help you connect your beautiful community and clients to a higher level of understanding how to interact with their human design and money. So I want to really preference, because you're like, oh, I do human design, I don't need that. I'm like, this is going to this okay, let me say this. This is coming to the world because people really, with the human design alignment to money, it is going to fine tune the way individuals can call in money at a higher capacity. So that's why I wanted to say this is for you if you're like, I just want to freaking know my human design and how what to do with it and call in some more money. Or I actually teach human design and I actually want to really know about the foundation of money in human design. Or if you are a coach and you use human design in your coaching, this is going to be a game changer for your clients as well. So, oh my gosh. Also, what I want to say is for my beautiful souls that want to have this masterclass for their clients to use, I will have a beautiful special space. You just kind of just DM me if this is something that you desire to do, if this is something that you would like to add into your program so that your beautiful clients can use this as a way to help them expand their money on a human design level. Then 100% just DM me because I will also have the masterclass being sold for your own personal use to teach and put inside of your container. So I wanted to let you know that first. But once again, the details are this masterclass is January 10th. Okay. It is at 5:30 p.m. PST, 8:30 EST, 8:30 p.m. EST. It is a 2-hour masterclass, and you are going to have full access to the replay. You'll always be able, it's lifetime access. You'll always be able to come back to it if you desire as well. So if you are unable to make the time when we are live together, you will still have straight access to the beautiful replay. But I am so excited to bring this masterclass to you because it's going to be a phenomenal game changer on so many levels for so many people. And I want to go back to when I reflected earlier. Once again, if there's ever anything that I teach that you get so inspired to dive deeper into yourself, that is for a freaking reason. Okay, so that's why I wanted to open it up to my beautiful coaches, my beautiful people that just want to know all about money, and also my beautiful souls that want to anchor this powerful masterclass into their containers. So, we did it. We did it. We did it, did it, did it. We went through all of the beautiful designs. Bam, bam, bam. And what else do I want to say? We went through all the designs. Everyone's feeling good. Everyone's gas tank is probably lit or overflowing with light right now, which it's not bad if it's overflowing because it'll all just process as you sleep. But some follow up, I want to say I would definitely note, the time of your particular human design reading on this podcast if you ever just want to come back and listen to it. And then I would also say make sure you drink a lot of water. Make sure you take some time just to rest too after this podcast if you can. Even just like putting your feet up for like 5 to 10 minutes is perfect. And then I also wanted to say, what else did I want to say? I want to say I love you. I want to say thank you for hanging out with me. I absolutely love creating this podcast. It was so freaking fun. Um, oh, yes, I also wanted to say this too. In lifetime, this is, we're in December of 2022. So if you do want to understand more timeline information, wisdom, quantum, hanging out with your spiritual team, working with them, co creating, asking them for support, then I definitely recommend the Create an Abundant 2023 2-day masterclass, because that is going to be off the charts, so amazing, so powerful. And I think that's it, y'all. I think I'm done. I always say that and then I go talk for like another hour, but I'm complete. Mwah. Me and my team, we absolutely love you. We adore you. And I want to say, if you loved this podcast and you're like, oh my God, my girl Suzanne, I actually have a best friend named Susanna. My girl Susanna needs to hear this. Feel free to send it to your friends. Feel free to share it on your community. Feel free to even DM me and let me know your takeaways from this podcast as well. Feel free to screenshot the podcast and let your community know your takeaways, because you know what? We all have the right to access more money. And I'm really, it's my mission to create a platform where people can feel at ease calling more money in, have fun calling more money in, and like enjoy life. So I appreciate you in advance, anyone that wants to share it or offer it to their community to hear and listen, all the things. I appreciate you. It literally makes me so freaking excited when people are sharing my work, because once again, I know I'm not here to do this all by myself, and I just adore when people love what they hear so much that they invite themselves to share. So beyond that, I love you. You can come hang out with me on Instagram at Melissa B. Bates _. TikTok, Melissa B. Bates. On YouTube at Melissa Bates Octarian. And then my website is melissabbates.com. If you want to buy either of these master classes, they're both going to be live at this point because this podcast is still in the new. I'm going to have all the links down below. And then there'll also be links on my Instagram. Not necessarily on my website, but on my Instagram. I love you. Have a beautiful day, evening, morning, all the things. You're amazing. Go create your best fucking life, my love.